Welcome back to my channel here at Tracy G. My name is Sammy. Today we're going to chart PLTR, BULL, and Bitcoin. So before I go ahead and chart, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join this Discord. So today, let's talk about BULL first, folks. BULL. Man, oh man, today we had a rejection at the top end of this trend line here. Now this trend line obviously was a key area of resistance for quite some time, literally months back. So here we are again, respecting this broad bearish trend line on bull, and we are seeing a little bit of reaction here based off on our chart. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you take a closer look, let's go ahead and turn on the 12-hour. I saw that they were printing a head and shoulders on the RSI, and that's not something you want to start seeing, especially at a tippity top trend line rejection, which has been panning out for quite some time. And thus we did hit another touch here, and we got the rejection, we got the failed, and we touched it, and thus we are printing an RSI head and shoulders on the RSI, and that's showing weakening. That's showing the strength of this trend is clearly about to be defined in a couple of days. If not, we already are in the works, because this thing absolutely is looking to be pushed even further to the downside, especially when you have head and shoulders. You got the rejection at this key trend line. Things are not looking good for this. So I suspect 1397, a clean support bounce. That'll be a daily double bottom here. If we can come back and test it here, that'd be kind of cool. Coming in Monday, Tuesday. But if we break that, folks, it's just inevitably going to come back, I assume, at 1290, where it's been a key area of support for multiple times. So BULL, keep an eye out. It's definitely not in the pattern, bullish pattern right now. It did reject that trend line, so pay close attention. All right, PLTR. Man, oh man, do I have the cleanest butterfly on PLTR. Now, this obviously is a harmonic. The completion ends at 1194, 111.94. But man, another thing I want you guys to know is that this is also a Adam and Eve. Let me turn on the daily. An Adam and Eve pattern. If it's you get the A, then you get the Eve. Okay, you got the square shoulder. Sometimes it's you see divergences on the shoulders, and thus we are getting divergences on the shoulders. But it's more like a square. All right, it looks like it's not a type move up. Okay, it's not a peak. It's not a triangle shape. This is more of like a broad. Okay, the shoulder shape, and that's the Adam and Eve formation. And thus, to add more confluence, I got a harmonic structure right here at 111. Now, I wanted to catch a larger harmonic fib level, which I got to test here. All right, let me see, and that'll add a little bit more confluence, because then that's a resistance line. Okay, that's a resistance line. So let me go ahead and turn on the micro Fibonacci level, and thus that completion point even ends at the 0.5. Okay, 112.5, adding perfect to the touch a key Fibonacci area of where price can potentially get to. So from a broad perspective, from this low back in April 7th to this high, that is your Fibonacci. Man, that'll be a nice area of support, and I suspect HOP zone will follow suit, maybe breaking down a bit below, and then eventually come back and test it if we break below the 0.5 Fibonacci. But this is a clean area of support, and if we break below 382, this will be a nice area. We'll keep an eye on PLTR. Moving on, last but not least, Bitcoin. This one will be fairly quick. We have a clean Gartley harmonic bearish Fibonacci completion here on Bitcoin. We get the terminal candle up and down, large body, and then large wicks up and down. Sometimes you only get a shadow up on the upper end, long quick shadows, or on the tail bottom as well. Say that 17 times. But anyway, 122, we are getting terminal candle plus a clean Gartley harmonic completion here. So I suspect a pullback. We had a nice little run. We are in the bull zone. So every time we've hit these bull zones, it looks like we peaked and then create divergences as time goes on. So we don't have any daily bearish divergence yet, but again, I want to see a pullback. This is definitely a reversal about to pan out. It's gonna be patient. Might be a couple days out, but then I want to see a 382 bounce off these lows highs. All right, from the low of 108 to the high 123. That's your Fibonacci zone from this harmonic structure, low to the high, and wait for the 382 117. Okay, so just be patient. Typically, we want to see 382 at the 117 playing these Gartley harmonics. This is just now a patient play. We hit the trend line here. We broke out a little bit, and now you're getting resistance. But like everything that goes up, eventually has to come down. But this is looking really good for another leg up for Bitcoin. I mean, this is a beautiful run that we had on Bitcoin. Absolutely monstrous, and you can't even argue. 14%. 14% in a couple days. Love it. So that'll be it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a quick TA. Subscribe to my channel, join the Discord, and please like the video. Thank you guys. Cheers.